13. Be veracious. If somebody knows a truth and then leaves it, then he becomes the slave of his habits. Don't create a truth into a lie. A truth may be felt by senses or beyond it. Don't leave the path of truth and do not become the slave of your habits. Truth is attained by the experiences through 5 senses and finding the truth. A real truth is that which is proved by feelings and application. The real truth drives away the lies. If you always neglectfully look at the worldly wells and woes, poverty and various abnormal situations, there you can acquire the knowledge of the truth. Truth comes out of perception and thought. So long we can't realize the truth, we will be misled and harm ourselves. Realize the truth, worldly life is not all. Those who are truthful and not liars at all and are straightforward can understand what is religious. World has no absolute measure of truth. The truth can be expressed comparatively. The best way to reach the truth is to find it out in the material world. The truth depends on the feeling from an application or applicability of something. He who acts with a sound conscience and justice, the truth of religion automatically uncovers itself to him. You can't understand anything fully easily by a philosophy. Philosophy is the realization of perception. Respect, status and peace of the truth supporter remain stable. The true religion has reached to you. He who will come to the right path, will do it for himself. Generally people don't think about the way to find the truth at all. The main cause of a man's distress is to leave the true religion and to be misled. The cause of going away from the truth is communal fallings. He who is deprived of faith in the truth is deprived of all benefactions. To believe in a truth is to act upon that with confidence. In this world, religion has come to establish the truth and to make the world nice to live. Conscience is the final marking scale of the truth. The truth is self-explanatory, not subject to proof, and is universal. In the field of the truth and knowledge, the role of experience cannot be denied at all. The practical value of a truth is to be examined in the light of experience. A man is the marking stick of knowledge and the truth. The truth is comparative and depends on a man's belief. The truth is that which a person can realize with his own efforts. The proof of the truth and knowledge is present within a person itself. There is nothing like the final truth or the truth without any relativity. The same truth may be interpreted in different languages in different ways. The efforts of religion is to give and take peace, that is to attain the real exchange is the goal of religion. The real peace is in the exercise of the truth. With the analysis of a subject and in the positive and negative questions and answers, the truth of the material world which can be felt by 5 senses and that the spiritual world which is to be felt with one's intellectual senses. You are to be truthful in loving others outwardly or inwardly. One is to spend many years to find out the truth. You are to be strongly self-confident, stable and free of confusion, only then you can find out the truth. He who goes under more oppression, learn more to follow the truth. We reach to the truth through a long way and deep thought. The seed of truth is sown through daring courage, long disbelief, cruel denial, hatred, heart-rending hurt. Except the substances existence of which can be clearly understood through the medias felt by the 5 senses, the truth cannot be measured in all state. The fact which is felt as true by the 5 senses, undoubtedly proved as false by the intelligence. So have confidence on the conception based on the basic principles. Due to becoming the slave of the 5 senses, a man's personality comes to such a stage, from where he can't come back even with his common sense. Our present days may be full of dreams in comparison with our future. Necessary data and proof which depend on primary conception are required to attain the real freedom from the passions. The true which you have searched so long, is present within yourself from the very beginning. Due to the weakness of one's brain, it is habituated to think in a particular way. Few people want to listen about the truth, fewer dare to know the truth, and the fewest establish the truth in this practical lives. One's truth-finding cannot find truth for others, like one's eating cannot remove hunger from another. Everybody should to find out the truth. The greatest truths are very simple, so for we forget it very easily. We understand the truth as much as ability we have for so. Common people are not capable of the unseen truth, even they are not interested to do so. They can realize the material fact only, and they don't evaluate a new unknown fact. As you should not leave a ship even if it is fallen on a cyclone beyond control, you should not make yourself mad to cure others' lunacy. Still, your duty is to tell the truth, and you should perform it. All truths are related to actual state of things and as such relative. Universal truth is one and the relative truths are of various nature. It is impossible for our limited mind and sense to have a clear idea about the universal truth. Whatever the facts we know are only relatively true. Faith is an inner basic characteristic to acquire the true knowledge. A truth faith comes out from a true knowledge. Everyone have no capacity to realize all the actual facts of life. Sense and ability of all are not equal. So the necessity of religion is a must for the majority less intelligent people. Religious education helps mankind to follow the right path in solving various problems during their lifetime. Through a theoretical discussion, conception about a truth can be attained, but it is not possible to know the truth in this way. The mercy of Allah become limited in the truth about a substance or subject if ascertained on the basis of ordinary reasons. As a matter of fact, one is to search out the truth with full sincerity. Wonderful result comes out of it, which is beyond one's dream. A truth seeker depends on theory and imagination. He tries to understand the special secret messages through the Quran. He believes on the traditional way of reasoning and acquires knowledge through his feelings and the inner eyes. Weak-hearted people find out the truth by the sayings of the prominent people. A wise man discovers a truth by himself. Later on he examines the other doctrines and then believes on the derived truth. A person is to be relied upon know his truthfulness. Still people justifies a truth with their self-styled way of thinking, through the information received from their reliable source. Difference of the depth of knowledge will always remain from person to person. The world is a wonderful creation of Allah. Man is overwhelmed with the various doctrines, believes on the wrong ideas and mislead themselves. But the truth is one and only. Through exchange of views, man can acquire the knowledge of truth and can face the truth properly. Nothing is false, everything is true. The way to the truth is the way to the well-being of mankind, which gives pleasure through the positive acts. The believers move forward the positive truth throughout the ages in adverse situations. Honesty and simplicity is the basic foundation of love and good wishes. Truth is not always safe, sometimes it is like fire under the ashes. You can attain the right decision in cool brain if you discuss with a cool head. Truth and decency must win. Truth comes automatically. Remain in the right path and urge for decency. Searching for truth without establishing it means lack of courage. A man without a clean heart cannot find out the truth in any matter. To a man the greatest truth is that which he believes to be true, understands it should be so and follows it. A truth has nothing to be ashamed for, to be afraid of and to be anxious for. It expresses itself, it has no other way to express itself, and as such it is boundless. Truth never fears criticism. Lies, artificiality and concocted stories cannot bear criticism. Never preach anything as true which you have not seen with your eyes. Many a man know it is truth, but the man who is having a strong personality follows it. If you trim the truth according to your convenience, truth will also trim you. Addition of intelligence with the truth is our school, addition of necessity is our office, and addition of happiness is our home. We don't remain all the time in our schools, we remain reserved in our offices, but at our homes we become free without any hesitation and relax ourselves. Our schools are very simple to look at, offices are unadorned, but we decorate our houses with all the decorative items within our reach. We can realize the truth well in our odd days. Without finding out the truth, no nation could survive at any time. A reasoned man acquires knowledge consciously and also preach it. Whatever is true is peculiar and bitter. True and welfare of mankind is attained through fire, tears and blood. Truth remains weak when favored by some power, but is established through unfavorable situations. Don't be late to correct yourself when you make some mistake. Be truthful and reliable to others. Your words will be wasted if you don't keep the truth upright. It is not possible to prove real truth by talkativeness, color or any form. Only truth can be proved by comparing it with the false. Do anything remaining in right path, your problems will be solved. If once you say something and if somebody asks you whether it is true or false, is also insulting for you. Tell what you know and don't tell what you don't know. A bad news is never false. A lie which is told with a good intention, is better than a truth told with a dishonest motive. Punishment for a liar is not only that nobody trusts on him but also that he himself cannot trust on anybody. The false itself within ourselves betray with us. A liar harms himself much more than what he harms others. Don't mix up the truth with false. To take a truth as false or to neglect a truth understanding it well as the truth is to disbelieve in Allah. Try to realize what is true and false, take advice from pious men and follow it accordingly. Dishonesty gets the chance to become fearless when honesty bows down its head. The specialty and characteristics of truth lies within the controversy of practice and doctrines, cannot be well understood by unnecessary immaturity and following it. Whichever is proved to be true in the judgment by basic principles itself, is acceptable. To determine something as true or false by the judgment of a person, is a bad custom of the society of the weak-headed people. The difference between the doctrines and followers is so many that it is hard to determine what is true and what is false. Differences between doctrines come up through explanations and analysis. The doctrine which is intended for universal progress of mankind, is the truth. The theory of determining the truth arises from the confusions created through the behaviors of the people. If somebody says something exceptional and the others protest it and want to stop him, then the genuinity of the statement cannot be determined. Then if the person has such ability, he can stop others by proving the genuinity of his statement. Honesty of a group enhances the standard of the group. Time is no doubt valuable, but the truth is more valuable. Evidence of an eyewitness is more effective than 10 ear-witnesses. It is sufficient to prove a person to be a liar if he circulates everything whatever he hears from others. Preach a lie again and again and you will find that people will accept it as true. Proverbs are taken as true. Truth wins, but sometimes lies also win with the help of witness and supporters' publicities. There are so much irregularities, indiscipline and unruly affairs around this society, as the truth is not evaluated here. You can get rid of the dialects between yourself and society, keep one thing in your mind that the truth is not one but many, and with the coordination of many truths you can attain the excellence of life. Honesty is the best policy. Those who believe on the power of truth, keep an unruly mind under control. The pain one feels in his mind when he commits some wrong or sin that is conscious Allah within a man, is the ever-flaming truth. Following the true path is the greatest devotion in the earth.